Attention Social Security, SSI, SSDI and Veteran Affairs recipients, because in this video I'm going to tell you about food stamps for older adults receiving Social Security benefits. I'm going to tell you about the eligibility criteria, the step-by-step process, how you can apply for it, where you can use your EBT means SNAP card, and what are the eligible food items that you can buy with your EBT SNAP food stamp card. This is a very important video for anyone who receives Social Security, SSI, SSDI, Veteran Affairs and Railroad Retirement benefits. Remember, the Supplemental Nutrition Assistance Program SNAP replaced food stamps as a nutritional assistance program in the United States, and if you have limited income and resources, you may be eligible. And do you know that food stamp is not the only program that you can apply and get the money that you deserve and you need? There are various of other programs that I'm going to tell you about in this very important video. It's really easy to apply and it's really easy to get approved for those programs as well. I'm going to give you each and every step-by-step detail, but all I need is just a little favor. It takes 2 seconds to please hit that like button on this video. So without any further ado, let's start the video. So let's not wait and get straight into the details. Well, food stamps for older adults receiving Social Security benefits. By the way, it also includes SSI, means Supplemental Security Income, SSDI, Social Security Disability Insurance, as well as Veteran Affairs beneficiaries. And food stamp, it's something that millions and millions of low-income Americans rely on, and it's also a lifeline for millions of seniors. But the irony is that millions of seniors, as we receive a number of comments from you on our videos, they're receiving $23, $47, $51, which is quite shocking to see, because millions of seniors receive below poverty level checks from Social Security Administration. So they should be getting somewhere between $300 to $700, depend on the number of their households, and even if they're individual, then $200 or $229 is an amount that they should be eligible for. And remember, it does not include the extra money or cash relief that you can receive from the other programs, which I'm going to tell you about in just a minute in this video. Well, the Supplemental Nutrition Assistance Program SNAP replaced food stamps as nutritional assistance program in the United States. If you have limited income and resources, you may be eligible. This is huge. Remember that it is run by Department of Agriculture, USDA Food and Nutrition Services Program. And do you know that millions and millions of Americans, especially seniors, are eligible for this program, but the only problem is that they never apply for this program, or even if they apply or they fill the application incorrectly. That's why they never get approved for it. Right here in this video, I'm going to tell you about the step-by-step guide of the application process as well. So make sure you stay with us till the end of this video. Anyone age 60 and above who meets specific eligibility requirements can easily apply, and this is huge. So if you are 60 years and above, then you are in there for a treat, because you can apply for these benefits, and 90% chances are that you will be eligible for full food stamp benefits. But you need to follow some very important steps, and in order to know about those steps, make sure you stay with us till the end. So let's start with this very important update or detail. SNAP eligibility means food stamp eligibility. According to USDA's Economic Research Service, in fiscal year 2024, almost 42 million participated in SNAP each month. In fiscal year 2023, 19.5% of participants were aged 60 or over, means a significant portion of SNAP recipients are actually seniors and disabled Americans. So if you are one, then you need to watch this video till the end. If you're age 60 or over and receive Social Security benefits, you may qualify for SNAP food stamps if your income is below a specific amount. Your income includes Social Security, disability, and veteran payments. You can use SNAP directory to find information specific to your state. For example, let me give you a couple of examples. When it came to the income requirements for the state of Texas, it's around $2,789 for a household of 3, while in Virginia is $4,298. In New York is around $4,500. So for every state it's different, so you need to keep this in mind. Well, the limit change each year. Here an example of 2025 limit as set in Missouri. So state in Missouri, the income limit is $15,060 for a single person, and 2 people $20,440. Resource limit $4,500 or less, and for 2 people is not available. So your resource limit must also be below the set levels. What's considering resource limits, the following are not included: your home if you own it, retirement savings and pension plans. Making withdrawals from accounts such as these may count as either income or resources depending on how much you make withdrawals, and resources of people who live with you and receive supplemental security income means SSI. One thing that I would like to mention right here, that if you're thinking that you're not going to be affected by the new food stamp rule changes, then you're mistaken, because if you are 64 and over, then you'll be exempt from this new work rule. Means that you have to work 20 hours a week or 80 hours a month in order to receive your food stamp benefits. But if you are below the age of 64, then you need to work no matter what, unless you have a health condition or you're taking care of someone who is 14 years and younger. Well, SNAP benefits depend on the size of your household and your monthly income. The program expects participants to spend 30% of their net income on food. The benefit amount an individual may receive in fiscal year 2025 or receiving is around $199. So let's go towards this very important process, and we are talking about the application process. Well, a number of seniors always struggle with this application, as you already know. When it comes to the customer service of our government programs, they are like walking on a thread bridge, because this is like something that you never want to come across with. But let's go towards the actual process. SNAP is a federal program, as we all know. The SSA can also help to complete the application. So if you receive Social Security or any of the benefits like SSI, SSDI, then you can actually take help from SSA, but it's really hard to get a hold of Social Security administrations as well, because when you call you have to wait for hours, and then you schedule an appointment, you go to the Social Security Administration's office and you have to wait for hours just to hear that magic sentence that you need to reschedule because we are short staffed. Well, moving on, however, local SNAP offices process application themselves. So if you would like to submit or discuss your application, you will need to contact your local state SNAP office, such as in Texas is Health and Human Services, in California I believe is CalFresh office. But you need to actually search your own, of course, with your state name. I'm going to probably make a separate video or a dedicated video about it, where I can talk about different states and their offices and their phone numbers and contact details. So it would be much easier for you to actually apply and see where you can apply, by the way. So if you would like to watch that video, make sure you subscribe to the channel and click on the bell icon. Well, as I mentioned earlier, each state has its own application form, and most but not all are available online. But before applying, there are some specific documents you will need, and these includes proof of identity, Social Security number, proof of employment if applicable, proof of income, and proof of outgoing expenses such as utilities, medical bills, and mortgage or rent receipts. Make sure that you have all of these receipts and payment receipts, by the way, for the last 2 months, because that's usually the case that they ask for. But if you have like for the last 3 months, that's actually a plus point. Well, as part of the application process, if you're an older adult and have no earned income, you will automatically be invited to a telephone interview, which can vary in length depending on your circumstances. Well, usually they interview you, so the interviews are scheduled probably like a week prior to the decision of your application. But as soon as you get on a call with someone or a person from Health and Human Services or from these SNAP offices, they approve you right away. Usually it depends on your circumstances as well, but usually it takes 30 days. Yes, 30 days is the day that you need to wait. But if you are really in a rush, or probably your situation is not good as others, then you can actually call for emergency SNAP, but you need to go to the office and they'll give you the card, the SNAP EBT card, right away, and that's how you can get your SNAP benefits. And this is important because a number of seniors are actually struggling right now, so you need to keep this in mind. So once your SNAP benefits are approved, you will receive the funds on electronic benefit transfer, means EBT card. The card works in the same way as credit or debit card, and you can use it anywhere that accepts SNAP. There are many places you can use your EBT card, but some nationwide options are CVS, 7-Eleven, Costco, Target, Walmart, Walgreens, and Whole Foods. But what you can buy from the SNAP, you remember that now a number of states actually ban junk food, so you cannot buy sugary drinks, you cannot buy candies, you cannot buy desserts and other things which actually contains like how amount of sugar, so you need to keep this in mind. But a number of states still allow them, so you need to see that is your state is the one who banned those junk items or not. So what can you buy from SNAP? Well, using your SNAP means EBT card can purchase food items such as fruits, vegetables, meat, poultry, fish, dairy products, bread, cereals, snack foods, non-alcoholic beverages, seeds, and plants that produce food and household items. And these are the items that the EBT card does not cover: alcohol or any variety such as beer, wine, or liquor, cigarettes, tobacco, or vape products, food and drinks that contain cannabis or CBD, vitamins, medication, supplements. A good way to check if the item is supplement: if it has a supplement facts label, if this label is present on the product, the item is considered a supplement and therefore not eligible for purchase using the SNAP EBT card. Live animals with some exceptions, and food that are hot when you buy them, like of course in the event of any hurricane or major disaster, they usually allow buying the hot food as well, so keep this in mind. Non-food items such as cleaning supplies, pet foods, paper products, hygiene items, and cosmetics are not eligible, so you cannot buy those items under your or using your EBT card. So as I mentioned earlier, there are other programs as well that you can apply, and one of the most important program and one of the most highlighted program is Commodity Supplement Food Program. This program offers people with low income who are at least 60 years old. It supplements their diets and with food packages containing items like milk, cheese, juice, farina, oats, cereal, rice, pasta, peanut butter, dry beans, canned meat, poultry, fish, and canned fruits and vegetables. So you can actually use this one as well to fulfill your needs, and if you already have SNAP approved, then that's a bonus for you. And you remember that SNAP benefits usually roll over to the next month. So for example, if you're approved for $500 and you use only $100, so that $400 will roll over to the next month. So next month you will be getting like $500 and then this $400 that rolled over, so keep this in mind. Well, food distribution program on Indian reserves, FDPIR. This program provides food packages to Indian reservation households with limited income and Native American households, so you need to keep this in mind if you are a Native American. Senior Farmer Market Nutrition Program, SVNMP. This program provides older adults with limited income access to locally brought produce while helping farmers and community agriculture. The program operates in all 50 states, District of Columbia, and certain U.S. territories and Indian nations. While Meal on Wheels is really important when it comes to the Meals on Wheels, this service is available to people aged 60 and over with limited mobility and mobility difficulties. Eligibility requirement can sometimes vary depending on your location. Services are sometimes free, but they may also operate on suggested donations or sliding scale basis, means you can actually tip the rider or someone, and you can do that. So remember that these are very, very, very important details that I wanted to mention in this video. So if you have any questions at all about this, let me know in the comments below, and I'll be happy to answer each and every question of yours, as Credit Viral channel will always be with you in your good and difficult times. Well, thank you so much for watching. I will see you in the next video very soon. Till then, please take care and have a nice day.